my name's Ian Aber, and this is Straight People, the podcast about straight people, because they don't have enough, you know. We're joined with our guest this week, Cody Hopper. How you doing, Cody?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well.
I'm doing well with an H.
You're going to put an H in there already?
Well, it's just just going to happen.
So we are recording live from my husband's basement, as usual. So welcome to my husband's basement. I hope you found it okay. How are you doing today? It's a, Tuesday afternoon?
It is Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah.
I'm doing well. I just spent the morning playing Spider-Man PlayStation 4 game.
Oh, okay.
Finally beat everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So did you play like all the way through because I played that actually for quite a while.
Yeah, and my roommate got the Game of the Year edition, so it had the extra
Like the expansion
missions,
packs,
with Hammerhead and Blackhead. Yeah.
Wow, okay, that's awesome.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah, I had to delete it to make room for another game.
Right, it's a big game. We had to delete.
It's a pretty big game.
Battlefield, I think.
Oh yeah, which Battlefield?
The one where it's like World War One.
Yeah, I played that one for a while too.
It's real hard.
Yeah,
the game.
I liked Battlefield. The Star Wars ones were really fun.
Yeah,
that was kind of like feeling like you were in the movie and stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know you played PlayStation. That's cool. We have that in common.
My roommate has one.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I don't really.
Yeah.
I never really see. My parents never really let us have video games growing up. So everything I got was.
Well, I always imagined you grew up in some kind of tar paper shack. So
it was tar paper. It was a lot of burlap.
Yeah. So no games.
No games. I would my brother got the PlayStation 2 and I got his PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
So I was always just behind, just like Mississippi.
Oh,
fitting. Yeah.
But that's cool. Yeah, I've been playing Witcher because I watched the series and I never played the game.
Yeah, I haven't played it.
It's very complicated. It's too complicated.
Yeah.
You have to talk to everybody. It's like one of those games where you have to run a bunch of errands before you get to kill anything. Yeah. And it's like, I don't even run errands in real life. Why would I want to do it? Like, side quests are just going to Target. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I just like games that are fun. That's not too complicated. I don't need to spend 20 or 100 hours.
Like figuring it out or building your character up so you can finally do this one thing.
Yeah, like all the Miles Morales and Mary Jane stuff that was in Spider-Man. It's just a lot of the whole like being forced to like have to sit through the love story part. Oh yeah. As a gay person, I was just like, can't they just have a platonic relationship? Well, see, that's what like in the cartoons always liked X-Men more because like there was romance stuff in there.
But it was really on the now though that's right in the middle of all the X-Men. Right. It's all about who's effing who.
Well, there was like the triangle with Scott, Jean, and Logan.
Yeah. Well, they're poly, right? Isn't it supposed to be? Isn't it implied? It's implied. Well, it was. I remember reading an article where it was like part of the like Jonathan Hickman rewrite that they've been doing is they show the layout of the living quarters on Krakoa, and one of it's like all their bedrooms are connected by door.
Wow.
So it's like I think that's the degree to which it's been explained.
Yeah, I haven't got to read the new Hickman.
I read
stuff.
Most of it. I don't keep up with. I mean, I'm a comic book fan, but I stopped reading.
Kept up. I saw something that said they may be closing the publishing arm of DC.
Really?
Yeah, if this new thing doesn't.
The next new reboot thing.
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be insane.
People love this.
What?
This comic book.
Well, I know. I don't know if people come to listen to my podcast for comic book stuff. I definitely know a lot about it. Is that what that? It was that guy Dave the Dan did die?
Yeah, he just got fired.
Yeah, and it was like for creating a hostile workspace.
Right.
And it's like what? That doesn't explain. Like, what does that mean?
Right.
You know, like hostile how? Like sexy hostile or like just hostile?
Oh yeah, in comic books it's always a sexy.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of women writers and artists and stuff that complain about that it's a male dominated.
Well, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but everything is. I mean, go do stand up comedy and tell me how you feel about that. You know what I mean? It's like it's the same everywhere. You know, this is like there are very few like female dominated. That aren't somehow still like for men. You know what I mean? Like but
somebody's got to keep order.
Okay, so you've been playing PlayStation all day.
Yeah.
So you're just a silly boy who doesn't have anything to do on a Tuesday. I'm just.
Yeah, I don't. No, I was just off work today.
Nice. What do you do? What's your?
I'm a stand-in. On like shows and movies.
Okay.
I'm basically just a very generic boy that looks enough like a bunch of other people that I just stand in while they set up the cameras and lights and stuff, or I do like photo double thing, which is it's cool. Like it's still like working.
Who's the most famous person you stood in for?
I stand in for Jason Bateman on Ozark.
Okay.
And
you're a series stand-in regular?
Yeah, I mean since season 1,
nice.
And then I stood in and photo doubled for him on The Outsider.
Yeah,
and then this movie.
Have you watched that show, The Outsider?
I watched. See, I
thought he was the main character, and then I was like,
yeah. See, I knew. Well, see, I knew that he was gonna die just from working on it because when his episodes ended, we started shooting Ozark season 3.
Yeah.
But I only watched the first 3 episodes because those were the only ones that I worked.
Yeah.
But I'm actually the guy in the mask. It's not in the show. It's not a mask, but the guy, the outsider.
Yeah.
I was Jason's photo double for that, so I had to wear that mask. I think he just didn't want to wear the mask because he was directing. He didn't have to take it on and off.
That's funny.
But yeah, no, it's cool. Like I got to work on Spider-Man, Homecoming, and that was cool because like when they're setting up the shots of like the elevator scene, I got to be in the elevator and do the when they have it on the gimbal that shakes it and they drop the rubber glass on you and stuff. It was pretty cool.
That's
the top ripping off. And
wow.
And there's one time when Spider-Man was actually hanging upside down, and it was a stunt double. Yeah. But got to actually be like face to face with Spider-Man hanging upside down.
Yeah.
You know, that was pretty cool. For an old nerd like me, like it's like stuff that like I talk about. People are like, I don't give a shit about that. But
to the right audience, that's like, oh wow, and then what happened?
Yeah,
it's like, so do you get to meet and talk to these celebrities, or
yeah, sometimes it depends on the celebrity. Some people don't like really want to chat. Yeah, they just do their thing. Like Jason's very charming. A lot of people I worked with, like Tom Holland, he like introduced himself to all of us and like in the Spider-Man suits. Yeah. But so it was like, you know, you get to shake hands with Spider-Man.
How tall is Spider-Man?
Oh, he's pretty short.
Pretty short. How tall is Jason Bateman?
He's I think 5'11".
5'11".
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's
I'm a
good.
couple inches taller than him.
Oh, really?
So I have to kind of like.
Do you have to scrunch down?
Scrunch down.
Can you scrunch down?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's pretty self-conscious, but.
Is it? He seems taller.
Not really. They kind of tease him about.
Oh, that's funny. No, he just seems he would be taller. I would have guessed.
Well, he carries himself.
Yes.
Very well.
He has a big old head. So I thought he was like 6'1".
He's got tall hair. He's got very thick hair. Yeah.
Maybe everyone has to scrunch down around, like everyone in Arrested Development has to like stoop.
Yeah.
So are you a straight? I can't remember. Are you a straight person? How do you identify? I'd love if you'd be like, I don't want to talk about it. That would be really funny.
No, sorry, I said drink down. No, I am. Well, see, what I'll say is I'm whatever Prince is.
You're whatever Prince is? Dead?
Dead, yeah. Dead. No, I would say queer.
Okay.
Queer because I don't really have a preference based on any gender or lack of gender.
Okay.
So
lack of gender. Oh, so like gender nonconforming.
Yeah.
Fluid.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And I actually identify as gender fluid.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Which
so describe to me what that means to you. Because everyone has a definite. I don't know if there's a standard definition. Is there a standard definition for gender fluid?
No, because the title.
The two words together.
Gender fluid.
Yes. Well, that's what I'm saying though. So like gender fluid, I extrapolate meaning that it means that you don't strongly identify as male or female.
Right.
But that has nothing to do with how you present yourself. It's all identity. It's all in your head. Or not in your head in the sense of it's made up, but in your head and then it's psychology.
It's more, it's more personal.
Yeah. It's a worldview. It's the settings in your mind see it as that you're not strongly male or female.
Right. So there's
I definitely identify with that. I don't know if I'm gender fluid, but I definitely like what people say are like things that the way women think or behave. I identify with, and you know what I mean. Like so in that regard.
Yeah. I'm comfortable.
But is that all just stereotypes?
Yeah. Well, see, like whenever I was a kid, there's a story that my sisters love to tell that they think is hilarious. That
I love your definition is anecdotal, but carry on.
Yeah.
So Mississippi. But
well, it's whenever I was a kid, whenever I was young. Well, let me spin a yarn about my gender.
That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Pax cornpipe.
But so whenever I was a kid, they would ask me, Cody, are you a boy? And I would say no. And then they would say, Cody, are you a girl? And I would say no. And they would laugh and laugh, you know. And this is a great story they love to tell.
That's so funny.
And then like the whole time I'm like,
so did they know you're gender fluid?
They do now. Like I came out last year, and the way that I did it was I came out to my mother because I knew that I could rely on her to
She has a big
spread.
mouth. Yeah.
She didn't have, but
I'm joking.
She asked my permission, and I was like, yeah, that'll be easier.
That's how you do it, though. You tell the biggest gossip in the room.
Exactly.
Yeah, and let them do the work for you.
Yeah, and she was.
Pretty
and then she told him. Then I got like nice text from my family. Nobody really called. They all sent nice, supportive texts, which is nice. And like that was a big thing that was hard because I grew up in Mississippi, like this very small, very closed-minded Trump area, and
even before Trump was president.
They were just Republican, whoever was red. And so I had a lot. It took a long time to like realize that that's what it was. That I was gender fluid,
or that who you were, or what you were in relation to growing up in such an overwhelmingly heteronormative, right-wing, Christian, deep state. You were right in the middle of a.
I was
you
like
were living in the commune of a cult.
Yeah, I was
called Mississippi. Yeah. I get that.
And so
you have to come to the city to be deprogrammed,
right? Yeah. Well, that's why, like, whenever I came here, I was like, oh, yeah.
Well,
now
you get reprogrammed.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, you get reprogrammed, but
there's no stress. But like, that's still a place that, like, if I was to dress feminine there, it would be like, it could be dangerous. Like, you know, because like just a couple years ago, there was a trans woman at a bar who got assaulted.
Yeah.
And so, like, I never really felt safe there really being out about anything, but I've always like known it. I've always enjoyed dressing feminine, and I
don't know if I've ever seen you dressed feminine. I've maybe seen you with some makeup on.
I've come out only a couple of times since I came out.
And you talk about it on stage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just it's something like once I get, because Mississippi, because ironically I lived in Corinth, which is named after the city in Greece where Sisyphus was the king. Mm-hmm. And so the thing is, like, that place put a lot of boulder on me. And if I would have stayed there, if I would have never gotten out of there, I would still be pushing that boulder of, like, my identity around. And
that's so poetic. I love it.
Yeah, well, it's the accent.
Well, I guess is it allegorical? I don't know. But anyways, that's a great parallel. So the boulder of your gender identity and sexuality.
Right.
All right. Well, you're still. Is it not a boulder anymore? How big is it?
It's now. I don't give a shit.
No, you don't.
I don't care.
That's good. And is there a community there's a gay community, like gay men, gay lesbian women, and is there a gender non-binary? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Is there a community?
Well, in my high school, it was the band.
Drama club, and
but no, there's not. I mean, you just have to find friends.
Yeah.
You have to kind of filter through, and then.
And what's the reception from crowds when you talk about being gender non-binary? And
it's been supportive. Like, people come out and they're like, "I see you," kind of thing. And that's sweet.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But it feels more like I feel more confident in myself to be able to like say that, and like, because it's stuff that I've wanted to talk about for a long time that I just never felt confident. And then last year I just felt like I was going through a lot. I was very depressed, and I was like, I got to get something off. I got to get rid of one of these monsters or whatever. And so I just finally came out to my parents.
Yeah.
And they were. My mom was.
What'd you say?
I was just like, all right, look, I just need to talk. I need y'all to listen. I just got a lot, and it was very stressful for me. I kept kind of beating around the bush, and then I finally just was like, okay, I got to tell you two things, and one of them was like that I'm queer, and the other one was going to be that that I'm gender fluid, and I knew that gender fluid would just be harder to understand, but when I told my mom about it, I was like, I'm also gender fluid. And I was like, do you know what that means? She's like, sometimes you feel like a girl, sometimes you feel like a boy. I was like, yeah, okay, you got it. That's good enough.
Yeah.
And then
she just had that ready, huh?
Yeah.
She's been Googling you, wondering what she's been knowing. Did she act like she knew already?
Yeah. She was like, son, I've always known that. Because she's been telling me for years that she's just say, if you're gay, it's fine. And I'm like, well, no, you haven't asked me the right way for me to come out yet. You haven't been specific enough.
Yeah.
But my dad was like, oh, don't worry about any of that. The only thing I'm worried about right now is this ringworm I got in my armpit. And I really choked up because that was as close to I love you as I feel like I was going to get.
Wow, okay.
He's just very Hank Hill kind of dad. Yeah. But that was sweet. So it wasn't as hard as I thought. Then I just let her tell.
So at what age do you remember your mom saying, if you're gay, it's okay?
When I started dating, I feel like the first time she told me was the first time I got broken up with.
Okay, by a girl?
Yeah. When I started dating men.
No, I don't know. But
right. I left
queer.
It
Yeah. But I mean, like when you were like in middle school, high school, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was high school because I wasn't popular.
So you got broken up. Oh, you weren't popular enough to date in middle school?
Yeah, no.
Oh, well, that's too bad.
No.
I don't think I did. I think I had one girlfriend in middle school who I wanted nothing to do with, and it was like my friend wanted to date her friend, and somehow I ended up in the deal. I don't remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's kind of what happened.
7th grade.
Yeah, because her friend
arranged marriages.
Yeah, my first girlfriend, my cousin was her friend, and she wanted to date. My cousin wanted to date her cousin.
Oh, God.
And so it was kind of a way to get us.
It's a Mississippi cousin
together.
Swap.
Yeah,
it's a classic Mississippi. We ain't cousins, so let's swap cousins. Yeah. She at least she didn't want to date her cousin. I guess that's
and it feels the same, but it's legal,
So you got broken up with a girl, and your mom was like,
I guess I don't know.
Was she trying to comfort you? It's like,
yeah, she's like,
you ain't even barking up the right tree.
Well, sometimes you'd be like, is it because you're gay? And I'm
like, wait, what? How old are you?
Like 15.
That is a lot to ask your 15-year-old. But in a way, that's like if you were gay, if you had just been gay, then your mom was out there creating dialogue with you about your sexuality while you were like discovering your sexuality. Right. Which, I mean, damn. Okay, snaps to your mom. That's
no. She's she's always been later in life. She's become more progressive and stuff. But like she's always supported. Like she never cared about homosexuality. Or anything like that.
Now, did she know gay people growing up? Like, why? What do you think it is?
I don't really know. I'm sure she did. It doesn't seem like anything that's ever bothered her. Like who's
the first queer person you remember? Like, you're a little kid. You have your own baggage going on, but as a gay person or a queer person or gender nonconforming, you sort of seek to see yourself in the world. Yeah. So where did you see her? Like, where did you?
I had a cousin on my father's side who was the first person who I'd ever heard talk about being gay. It was all speculation.
Yeah.
He wasn't out.
Okay.
But
he was the subject of some
and it was just like weird because I was like, okay, well, they're acting like they're okay with it, but then they also seem very nervous about it.
Right.
And
were they talking about it to him or behind his back?
Kind of behind his back. Yeah. So I was like, okay, because I wasn't like attracted to anything. Yeah. Like I hadn't gone through puberty when I saw that. And then just like growing up in the 90s, they put it on, there was more characters on TV, like Will and Grace and like stuff like that. Or Golden Girls, the very first episode.
Coco, the maid got written out.
You're right.
Because they didn't have a gay maid.
Yeah.
Because the implications were he was gay in the 80s in Miami that they'd have to talk about AIDS.
Right.
So they cut him out of the episode. Yeah, and that's sad.
I've been watching a lot of Golden Girls lately.
Really? What's your favorite? Who's your favorite Golden Girl?
Rose.
Is that you are a Rose? Absolutely.
People think the accent. I'll be blank.
Yeah. Well, I asked you that question about gender fluid, and you told me a story and said, which was such a Rose thing.
My gherkinflorian.
Absolutely. Yeah. Exactly. My gherkinflorian. You got to plug your nose when you eat it. So, what's your favorite Golden Girls episode?
I like whenever they finally piss Rose off enough that she gets mad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like the one where they get stranded on an island. I'm going through. I'm only on season 2 right now.
Oh, okay.
But then she takes charge.
Yeah,
I love Spicy Rose.
Have you seen the one where Dorothy's friend comes to visit and she turns out to be a lesbian?
Oh yeah,
she has the crush on Rose, and then they tell Blanche, and Blanche's like, lesbian, isn't Danny Thomas a lesbian? And they're like, that's Lebanese, Blanche, it's Lebanese. When I was in high school, I must have been in middle school when that came out. That I laughed. I thought that was like, I thought the Golden Girls was like the height of, because like it was like
so tightly written.
I know the jokes are just so. I mean, and then Sophia's just basically an insult comic. Right. If you really think about it, that's so funny. Yeah, I've watched those. I mean, over the years, like I have to have seen every episode at least once, and probably most of them 4 or 5 times at this point. You know what I mean? And I watch them almost every day. Like at least in one episode, I'm watching before I go to bed.
I used to watch them with my mama.
Okay.
When she would babysit.
Yeah.
And she always looked kind of like Rose. I think that was why I always liked her. But then I also liked the dumb character.
Yeah, in whatever show.
Who just gets to say whatever.
Yeah. I always like the characters that get to say, like, so that's why I like Sophia.
She's
the one who gets the smartest lines is always one of my favorite.
And they're so mean they're the meanest to Rose too.
Yeah.
But she gets to play all the stories of her past and stuff. It's ridiculous. But Blanche is the meanest to her. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Like there's one episode where they were up for the same part in a play, but Rose got it, and then Rose was like, "Oh, you can do it one night." And she's like, "Oh, honey, there's no way I'd be able to fit in that tin of a dress made for you."
I know that, and I always wondered, is Blanche attractive? Like, she thinks she's attractive, and I'm gay, so I don't really know.
Well, see,
she doesn't look like she doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but it's like, is it 80s attractive?
Well, that's the other thing too. It's
and what she had,
like for that age,
for the 70s.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. It's like, well, I mean, like, Rue McClanahan's pretty, but like not like the devastatingly universe. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
She looks a little dumpy to me. Like she looks like she's always wearing some Spanx.
She's no Helen Mirren.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't keep it quite as tight as you would expect a character who's so sexualized.
Right.
I did a show for Wussy magazine and Powell. They do that. There's like kind of like they pick a topic, or like Buffy. They did the Buffy Hour. They did Hogwarts and Harry Potter. They did one for Golden Girls. And I dressed up as Blanche, and I did a set like as Blanche, but also talking about her. And I just focused on. I was like, "Can we talk about how racist Blanche is?" Like, she grew up on a plantation, and she calls her father Big Daddy. I mean, it's just like the implications are. And then she just every chance she gets, she's sexualizing like Latin and black men, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, there was an episode I just watched where Rose lost her earrings, and so she's going to be her Gherkinflurgan for the week and her servant. And then Rose says something like, "If we would have had Gherkinflurgans back in the day, we wouldn't have had to fight that disruptive Civil War."
I know, right? Like, that pesky Civil War. I know. I remember that one. That's funny. Wow. So you're queer and gender non-binary. Right. So who do you date? What's your... It's all over the place?
It's all over the place.
So have you had relationships with men, like dating men, or?
I've never been in a full relationship with a man, because
define a full relationship?
Well, like gone on dates and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's all been like in secret and like all part of my thing, because like I've never been.
He shimmied his shoulders when he said secret. Okay.
Because it's just. Because I wasn't out, and it was just like, it seemed like a lot to hide a relationship,
right?
You know, but you know,
so who's your
somebody now?
So, are you?
Yeah.
Who are you? Tell me I forget.
Huh?
I forget who are you dating? Or do you not want to say?
Well, I guess we can say.
You don't have to.
I'm Rachel.
Oh, you guys are dating again?
Yeah.
Since when? What? I'm going to cut all this out. You'll probably have broken up by the time this comes out. Since the beginning of the year?
After the beginning of the year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Are you all keeping it secret?
Not
on a
purpose,
need to know basis.
Kind of.
I mean, I really don't pay attention. I mean, like to y'all individually, I pay attention, I suppose. but like to like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if people are dating, I really don't. I honestly don't
No,
care.
it's great.
Well, good.
Yeah.
But how long were you? So you guys dated before though? For how long? Like a year.
We dated for a year.
And then how long were you like not together?
About 6 months.
Okay, and now like 2.0 better than ever.
Oh yeah. A reboot.
You've worked out whatever your primary issues were. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's very smooth.
Good.
Very good.
I love Rachel. So
Yeah, I do too. She's great. She's a great
amazing.
talent.
Absolutely. You're a great talent. What's been going on? Oh, listen. Oh, I heard that. Wow. So where do you see yourself comedically right now? So you're a stand-up. You do stand-up. That's how I met you. That's how I met everybody. This whole podcast is just straight comedians coming in, and every once in a while I get somebody who's not.
Well, see, I used to do. I was like a theater kid. I studied theater for 3 years before switching to film, and so we would do improv in theater class and stuff like that, and I really liked doing improv, and I had an improv group for a while in college, and that was a lot of fun. So I started doing improv before I started doing stand-up, but I would always write comedy since I was like 13.
Yeah.
Like I was a huge Steve Martin fan.
Nice.
Stephen Wright. But yeah, I guess. But then I moved here, and I didn't want to have to take a bunch of improv classes just to
get back into it.
Improv,
yeah, I'm doing that now though. I just took an improv 2 class.
Oh yeah.
So I took improv 1 10 years ago, and I was like,
finally.
And then I started stand up instead. I was like, okay, I don't know if I want to do this, but I took improv 2. It's really good for stand up.
Yeah, it's
it's amazing.
Keeps you sharp. It's a lot of fun.
Well, it's like it gives you access. Like it's like I know how to be funny. Like I know how to be funny, like writing like essays and articles. I know how to be funny on stage, writing jokes. Now I'm cultivating being funny just on the fly, based off of whatever's being presented to me.
Right, and and it helps you work with like act outs and like space.
Yes,
like,
absolutely. Yeah. Well, and also paying attention to other people. So like sometimes in a show, it's really easy to look at the audience as a distraction if they do or say anything. Yeah. And just from one improv class, now I look at like. All of that is just the offer. So, and you can do whatever with it what you want, as little or as much. But it's not a distraction. It's just there, and it's like, okay, well, I choose not to take that offer. I'm going to keep going.
Right. Yeah.
But it's sort of made me calmer, I guess, in a way, and which gives me permission to actually then be crazier if that, it's like a very weird.
Yeah. Well,
but so where are you though, comedically? So you're out there doing stand up?
Yeah, I'm still doing stand up.
I don't know if I've seen you in a minute. I'll book you on something after this. Yeah. If you do my podcast, I'll book you on something. No, I'll book you on. You've done like Urban Tree. You've done some of those.
I've done Urban Tree.
Have you done Date Night?
Yeah, I've done Date Night.
God, I should take this out. If I book literally, let me get our calendars out. If I literally book you on the show, then everyone's gonna be like, "Can I do your podcast?" Yeah. No, but I will because like you are very funny, and also like there's not a lot of people getting up and talking about being gender nonconforming, and so that's sort of like in my mind as a queer person, like I know what I talk about. You know what I'm saying? But like there needs to be more. There needs to be more flavors on the, on the salad bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're just another kind of dressing, honey. You're just another kind of dressing.
Right. And I know as I look from a distance, I just look like your normal old.
Well, and that's the thing too, though. Like I've really kind of come around on the, what are you supposed to look like if you're gender if you identify as gender nonconforming, that it has much more to do with what the inside of your head, how it sees things than how the outside of you looks. Yeah. If that makes sense. Right. So it's like,
And I would like to dress more feminine, but like my job.
You don't have the budget for it.
Right. I don't.
You got the body for it. You can go to thrift stores, honey.
Well, see, what I used to do is.
You're skinny. Skinny people can shop at thrift stores.
Whenever I was first starting to get into like buying feminine clothes, I used to act like I was on the phone with my girlfriend, and I'd be like, "Oh, hey, what size are you? Oh, a size 11. Yeah. Oh, yeah, my girlfriend's tall."
Yeah. Have you ever seen Waiting for Guffman?
Yeah.
Where he does that. They run into him, and he's for his wife who's in wherever, Trudy.
Yeah. Maybe that's
I love it.
But yeah, that's why I'd be so nervous. And then like I remember the first time I bought clothes like in makeup and stuff. The cashier was trying to be so nice. He was being so nice to everybody. Then I got up there and he just immediately got red.
Oh really?
Yeah, he was being so chatty. He was like this big like New England.
Oh loud. Wow, where was that?
Burlington Coat Factory. Because I was like, I'm not
here
good
in
at
Atlanta.
Makeup. Or Marietta.
Marietta. You are just about the countryest thing, I swear.
Well, yeah.
Say hurricane.
Hurricane.
Oh, you can say it all right.
Hurricane.
Okay.
How am I supposed to say it?
Payne says hurricane.
Hurricane. See, there's like...
Say can't.
There can't. Well, see, there's a lot of different southern sounds. A lot of them have more U sounds and more A sounds.
Yeah.
They switch in the little swoop they put into everything. Everything. And I forget that I have the accent sometimes. Still, people point it out.
I'm sure the minute you speak, there have to be people.
Well, see, like,
if you're not from here,
nobody says anything.
Of course, in Mississippi,
like, oh, you're not from here.
Yeah, you sound like your mouth sounds like someone's tuning a banjo every time you open it. You know what I mean?
I swallowed a jaw harp.
Okay, we're almost at the end of the episode. So, first of all, thank you for being on.
Thanks for
talking about your journey. And maybe there's a straight person listening who's like, "What? I learned something," or not. I don't even fucking.
I used to pretend to be straight.
You used to pretend to be straight.
Example. I thought, maybe if they see
the role of a lifetime,
boy,
Cody Hopper is straight.
Yeah, no way about it.
Hello, girl. Hey, bitches. Tell people where they can find you online if that's like a thing that you're into.
Oh, you can find me at Bad Boy Cody with an I.
Yeah.
Or
Bad
Cody
boy?
with a Y.
Boy with
an I, all one word. Bad Boy Cody.
Shouldn't be bad person though. I'm just joking.
It's bad person. Well, see, the boy is.
Because it's I. It's not really. It's like a whole sub identity.
It's been there the whole time.
Okay.
Nobody's even seen
and
it.
bad. You're not bad.
Yeah, I'm not bad.
You're just a naughty little. You're a sweet boy, actually.
Yeah, but it's fun to play like you're bad. You're like, ooh, I'm bad.
Okay. That's true. Okay, so I had Bad Boy Cody, BADBOICODY.
Right.
And that's Insta and wherever.
That's Instagram. And I don't even remember what Twitter was. I don't do Twitter.
It doesn't matter. Just post on Insta, honey.
Yeah,
just post on Insta. Post the craft services table. Give us something to look at, some bagels or something. I don't even know. Show us the bagels, girl. Okay, and I think that. Oh, I have my last question.
Right.
What straight people, right? Straight people, like the whole thing. They're like in charge of everything, and like it's like one kind of straight person is running versus another kind of straight person for straight president.
Yeah, I've lived in their ranks.
Yeah, right. We've walked among them. So we're like we're in the, what is this, 2020? So the 2020th year of the straight occupation. Living. So from everything you know about straight people and how they like to go to barbecues and whatever. What do straight people eat? Like, what's the straight food? So if you had some straights coming over for dinner or lunch,
a hot dog seems like straight people love a hot dog, even though it's very phallic.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how they get it.
But it's
out,
also because it's in a bun.
It's in a bun.
That's like a pussy.
Yeah. Right. So it's.
Have you ever heard my joke about the woman who asks me, which one of y'all is the hot dog and which one of y'all is the bun? Yeah. But a hot dog is not a bad answer. I think a hot dog, but what's on the hot dog?
Ooh, ketchup, mayonnaise.
Ketchup and mayonnaise.
And mustard, but.
Mustard, okay.
But I say ketchup and mayonnaise all the time. It's just my catchphrase. Ketchup and mayonnaise.
Ketchup and mayonnaise. Okay, so that's it. Your final answer: hot dog, ketchup, and mayonnaise.
Yeah.
What kind of plate is it on?
Daisy.
A Daisy paper plate.
Daisy paper
Name
plate.
brand. Okay.
Maybe, or just the white ones.
The white ones
from Walmart
the
that stick together.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go with hot dog as the final answer. That's what straight people eat. Y'all are nasty for that, but I'm sort of hungry for hot dogs now. So we're at the end of the episode. Thank you, Cody, for being on.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. That was Straight People. Please like us or subscribe to us or review us or just, I'm trying to build an empire here, so help me.
Help me.